Welcome back to another segment of the diversity series that we've been presenting the last couple of weeks. This is part 3 to this particular series. The last week we talked about the BACB data. This week I have some new data for you. I've been doing some research, trying to figure out where I can get some more information on diversity, and I actually was able to come up with this particular information. I found it on Google, basically, where it talks. I'm going to show you guys some graphs, some data from the Association for Behavior Analysis International, ABAI, which is a really popular conference. I love this particular conference. It has a variety of different topics that make it very, very definitely worth to go and attend to. So what this particular organization did is they actually in 2020 were able to evaluate where they stand in regards to their memberships. They took some a quick basically try to capture what percentage, what is the overall ethnicities and diversity that's within the ABAI members. So let's get right into the data. So this is once again 2019-2020 data, and what we see here basically is that they had a survey that was sent to 8,290 total members, and 75% responded, which is 6,207 of them. 6,477 responses total due to members selecting more than one response. Okay, so that some individuals actually responded when it came to race and ethnicity. They were from, they had different or multiple race and ethnicities. So in this particular data that we're seeing here, the individuals that selected white was 70%, with 4,514 members selecting this particular category. Moving on to the next one, we have Asian Pacific Islander, 7%, and then 495 people selected this category. We have Black or African descent, 238 individuals selected this. That's 4%. Then we had Indigenous, First Nations, 42 individuals, and that's 1%. We have Latinx, Hispanic, that's 590 people, that's 9%. Other, 150, 2%, and prefer not to answer, which was 448, that's 7%. So this was overall data that was gathered once again in 2019, 2020 for the ABAI conference. And we have a bit more here actually. They actually had for gender as well, to assess where they stand in regards to gender. And the survey was sent to 8,290 members. Once again, 75% responded. That's 6,208 members. And the individual that responded basically under female was were 65%, and that's 4,032. For male was 16%, and that's 1,020. For gender fluid, that's 22, and that's a very low percentage there. They put 0%. It's been more than that. Other was 111 people, and that's 2%. Prefer not to answer, that's 964. That's 16%. Transgender was 5 people. Androgynous, sorry, I can't pronounce it. Androgynous, 54. That's 1%. Okay, so this is all raw data here that that was gathered. For sexual orientation, they also had that too, which is this is something that we did not see with the BACB. This is something that they did gather for this particular conference or this particular organization. So for heterosexual was 72%. That's 4,459. Other was 79, 1%. Pansexual was 52 or 1%. Prefer not to answer, 1,172. That's 19%. Asexual was 86 or 1%. Bisexual was 183 or 3%, and gay was 168 and 3%. Okay, so that was out of 6,199 members that responded to this particular information. So really good information to have. Once again, I know we talked about it last time, the whole aspect of diversity and where we stand with this. I'm very curious to see if maybe ABAI can release some more updated data. If you guys know of a link, please let me know. Put on the comment section there, because I want to know, right? I'm very curious to see where we stand. This is a couple years back. I'm assuming that these numbers might have shifted a bit. There might be more diversity, but we don't know until we see the data. So it'll be really interesting to see that. And once again, talking about diversity, I guess people want, they might wonder like why is this so important? Well, to me, right, it's important. I said it the other day that, I come from a diverse background, right? And for me, I'm definitely in regards to percentages, not very common, right, to see a male Latino in this particular community. So I think it's very interesting. I want to see more people, right, more diversity, because I think that's what the field needs, right? I'm specifically actually in Southern California, in Los Angeles. So there's so much multiculturalism going on here. There's people from different backgrounds. So there's people that speak Spanish, Korean. There's people that speak a variety of different languages, and there's different cultures. So I think that for sure there is a need. There's a need for people to be able to serve and communicate, and to have that engaging experience with people that are seeking our services. So once again, that's very important. I think one of the success or one of the biggest objectives for behavior analysis should be this: how can we be able to increase that diversity within our communities that are currently on the lower end, right, in regards to diversity. So I'm very open to this particular communication or this conversation. I'm gonna see if I can find some more literature, some more books that we can talk about here. But this is in regards to the ABAI. Once again, data. Once again, very interesting. I appreciate ABAI for having this in public, for making this accessible for everybody. I think this is where it starts, actually having organizations that have a big following that can be able to give us access to this. So I'll continue looking. I'll continue trying to find other data that are available for us to be able to look at together. And I really appreciate, once again, all the people that are watching these videos, the subscribers out there. We're now above 1,300 and I think almost 1,350, which is pretty cool to see the growth we're having in this channel. We start off with video models. Now we're having conversations about diversity. So this particular channel, the goal is to provide more information and to make it accessible, right? To make it where you don't have to go pay a significant amount of money. It's something that is available for you. And it's something that, once again, hope to spark a conversation, spark some type of growth within the field. It's a very minor contribution I'm providing to the field by doing something like this. But I really want people to start having these conversations, to start thinking about this, right? What can we do to help our community know more about us, right? And at the end of the day, that really is, one of the values I think we should definitely consider, right, in regards to ourselves as professionals working in behavior analysis, especially if you come from a diverse background. Try to share your story with people that don't know about the field. Try to tell them a little bit more about what this field is about, because it is a wonderful field. You're able to help people. You're able to see so much growth within the field. So it's a phenomenal field. I just think, once again, that we just need to talk more. We need to engage with people, and that's how hopefully we'll be able to see more growth and more diversity in our field. Okay, so I hope you like this video. Once again, you all have a good one. Take care.